Does this process differ in Asia compared to other locations, US or Europe? Are there specific challenges that you encounter here?
I think, it's becoming a little bit cliche now to say that Asia's fragmented, right? So obviously we've got a lot of challenges in Asia by virtue of the fact that we're dealing with such idiosyncratic markets and the risks related to them. In Singapore, for example, unfortunately, we struggle with some issues of liquidity amongst mid-cap and small-cap stocks. If we look into Taiwan, for example, heavy concentration in the IT sector. If we look into other markets such as Vietnam and Indonesia or India, then you've got access issues to consider. So the process in terms of designing a portfolio in the Asia-Pacific region is actually quite difficult, and actually trying to achieve that optimal solution is a much more drawn-out process. Right? The US market, for example, is very well defined. It's an efficient market. The risks are extremely well known, and I wouldn't say predictable, but you are able to get a good sense of where that market might be heading. Similarly, in Europe, given the EU, it's still somewhat loosely together. The concepts there are more easily derived when compared to a market like Asia Pacific. So it's difficult to brand the Asia Pacific region as the United States of Asia, because it's just you're considering so many different political risks, FX risks, regulatory risks, and burdens that need to be taken into account in the whole portfolio construction process. So it really needs a greater attention to detail when you're dealing with this region. And you really need to be prepared to be completely flexible in your approach to portfolio research and design.